I don't know, man. Maybe the New World devs are just cooked, because to get the Fracture, it says darkness events. You know what a darkness event is? I don't know, I couldn't find anything after Googling. People are saying, oh, the skulls in the Elysian Wilds, the random big monsters that pop up, those are darkness events, right? I did like 10 of them, and I didn't get anything. And then people like, yo, portals. So I did like regular level 65 portals solo, didn't get anything. So people were just like, alright, just run Merc Guard. If you got the Abyss, just do that to get it. Maybe something else works and you end up with a Fracture somehow, but if you're targeting it, just do the first Merc portal and don't waste your time. Why that isn't in the patch notes? Who knows? Hey, I got it in my third one. Let's go. So we take off this, and then we're going to need a new weapon to put somewhere, but boom, Fracture. I'm out of here. Okay, the Fracture requirements appear to be different than what was said in the patch notes. So 30 corrupted at Upper Harrows, I actually don't get to leave just yet, so I guess that's a really nice thing about the Merc Guard portal run. Is stick around with all these people and then you can get some kill credit. Void Gauntlet, Fracture, Tribunal Ice Mammoth, Ipomia, then Glacial Tarn enemies. Also, yeah, when you read it on the patch notes, it says like major darkness events, so like major corruption breaches, I guess. I'm just gonna fight this dude and hope for the best, and hope that's not too many enemies. It might be too many enemies. We're definitely looking at too many enemies around here. This. Come on. This could get crazy. Oh, the light. Oh, jeez. The combos. How do I knock it? Like, if I just don't have a million enemies on me, it might be possible. I somehow made it through all of that, and I hope it doesn't get harder. Unless there's a way I can run through the heavy and then also reset all the aggro and make them retreat, like on the beds or something. That might be a thing that can be done. Okay, they get some weird retreats, so maybe I didn't even need to do all that fighting. Maybe oh, and then here's our dude. So what is it possible to do that elsewhere? Like, what if I go up here and then I just get everyone off me? And then I only attack Atalis? Nope. Oh, fuck. Okay, is this enough? I don't like that. Is that a healer? Yeah, we need to get him out of the way as well. And hopefully we can actually just like oh my god, I was about to say slowly wither down Atalis after fucking 20 years of fighting maybe, but jeez. Oh, come on, I need my weapon swap. Okay, so we got that. That's good. That's a good sign. Yeah, he's got a fucking wacky blunderbuss though. We've actually made a small chunk on him, though. As long as I don't think he can one-shot us with a blunderbuss. I think we can just kind of do this, and that would be the craziest shit. Especially like he's in a corner. If he's not like dodging through me too much, we just DPS him. I'm just gonna keep everything up as much as possible. Oh boy, yeah. If he's ignited arcane, he's like doing a crazy amount of damage. So actually, I just want like elemental gems instead of onyx. We're falling behind a bit on the healing, and then until we're not, and then now we're seeing the power of the new Void Gauntlet, where I'm getting that extra burst of healing on the tethers and stuff. Oh, why is his damage amping up on us though? Whoa, where did all that damage come from? All right, we're still. Oh, geez, I kind of fucked that up because now he's out of his hole. It was nice when he was in his hole. Didn't have to worry about anything when he... Oh, those, yeah. Let's not eat too many more of those. Oh, now, yeah, he's mixing it up. He's throwing in some new shit. So maybe it is good that we, like, actually run around and stuff. Bro, if we die with him on, like, nothing, everything's gonna have respawn, and that's just tragic. Come on, can I fucking use potions? That'd be... Whoa! I need to get on him back, too. Oh, jeez. No! 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 I used the regeneration instead of, like, the big healing potion. Regeneration got nerfed. I guess you just gotta follow the world tour and see when they head to the tallest. Dang, yeah. Okay, so the world tour is at the last Merkgard portal, and while we wait for it to make its way over here, I'm going to show you guys the plan and the build. So, Void Gauntlet, we're not going to be running Oblivion anymore. We're just going to tether and rupture a target and try to get some, like, crazy healing off of it. And then, the problem is, I don't know, what are the devs doing? Like, they make the finisher. They're putting bleed... Well, not bleed. They're putting burn on another rapier, and then they have like all these other crazy effects with poison and stuff. But then we get fracture, overflowing essence, 100% more healing. Rupture does 50% more damage on hit. So an ability gets 50% more damage instead of just everything getting 15% more. So it's 150% weapon damage projectile, and then this gives us a 160% healing on end. And then, like, the thing is, healing scales with focus. So we're going to need some more focus or something, and we'll see how that goes. Oblivion losing the 15% and power, not having that anymore. Tether better on the 20%. So I think this is actually okay, because that means we can go void damage on our ring, void damage on our armor, and then use a honing stone, and then we're going to hit the empowerment cap. So that issue that happened earlier with the Void Gauntlet, no longer a problem. And that brings us to something else, because the World Tour is headed to Imperial Palace after that, and I actually want to hit that up, because the trading post doesn't have leeching void damage, and you can actually make that yourself by getting the legendary named ring from the Imperial Palace, so we can just use that in the upgrade recipe, and the way that we get it is, it's from all this. I don't know how rare it is, I don't know how many runs it's going to take, I don't know if there's actually like an enemy I can solo somehow and kind of farm out on my own. But maybe we just go for it, we get it, then we have leeching and void damage, and then we can just kind of replace the blood drinker. I feel like this build isn't going to work because fracture is actually just bad. And then we have the attributes just kind of showing everything is a mess. So this is not set in stone, and it depends on what I'm running, because what I learned is I can have the same amount of damage in a heavy equip load as a medium equip load. Now I might be thinking, wait, what are you talking about? You have 15% less base damage. However, I can also have different attributes that balance out the durability, because I don't need 10% more physical and elemental armor, so I can go 175 focus, which gives me like 15% more damage on my fracture, maybe a tiny amount more. Actually, I could just respec and test, but I'm too lazy at this point. I don't care enough about the game to really figure it out. And then in medium, it's 200 for roughly the same durability, and then we cut the focus. Intelligence, we don't need the 350 because Void Blade, for some reason, isn't ability damage. It also says melee hits, but it doesn't count as melee, so Punishing Runeglass doesn't work on it. At least the last time I checked, unless the game is just not making any sense. It feels like they programmed everything separately, put it together, and went, whatever works, works. Good luck, player base. So currently the heavy equip load is just like all my Frigid Dawn stuff. I just threw this on because I didn't have anything better immediately at hand, because I had like weird pant loadouts. Like, where'd my heavy pants go in this? I don't know. And then Tower Shield with Mending Vortex Shield Defense. That way I can just kind of pop on over to like, oh no, I just need to quickly do this and take less damage and heal everything up. Also, if it's a big boss, I can put a lot of debuffs on them and then use that to kind of regain my ground on the Void Gauntlet. So that's cool. Ignore this crap jewelry. I thought the boss dude we just fought had like an axe, not a blunderbuss, let alone elemental blunderbuss. So I was like, oh, slash protection. Maybe thrust ward helps with the ads, and this isn't 10,000 coins, so I can buy it. That didn't work out. So yeah, we're falling apart over here. I crafted this with random mutator material just to have a 700 magnify piece of jewelry. Seems pretty good though. And then eventually, we go off the Blood Drinker, have all kinds of other effects, but then I realized, like, Fracture's just trash. Why is it Refreshing Move instead of Leeching on the Mending Unique? Like, what does Mending Rupture do? Nothing, because it's not like, oh, you get more healing on the life-stealing effect for the Essence Rupture. It's just the overflowing Essence pop at the end. So you get 80% more weapon healing that probably only scales with focus. What's the point of this whole mending garbage? And then Disdained Affliction, I put that on when I upgraded it because that's just super strong. So the better thing to have is Keened Lifestealing Disdained Infliction. I don't know if there's a Keen Lifestealing named. Oh wait, Hoplite Void Gauntlet is Keenly Jagged, not Keen. What am I supposed to do? But what if we go upgradable, lifestealing? Is there even an upgradable lifestealing Keen thing out there? That was kind of like the whole point to find out. Life Taker. No, we've already been through this. Life Taker Magnetic Gauntlets is weaker than Blood Drinker. Like, sure, you get the more damage and the crit stuff, but it doesn't give you the lifestealing. I'm trying to have more damage, same-ish feeling lifestealing, and also you don't have a gem socket unless you put in the gem socket, so we're actually losing damage on our Disdained Affliction because for some reason devs keep forcing Refreshing Move into all these artifacts. They're complete shit. You can't even add a gem setting pin anyways, so yeah, I could put the Disdained Affliction, have like a 4 or 5 perk thing. Negative energy does nothing for us. Congratulations. Awesome. Can't do anything. And I guess I could go for Gorgon Void Gauntlet, but by then the devs will have made an update or like 750 gear score or something, so it's not even worth. I don't know. Hunger of the Void, but it has Enchanted, so I'm pretty sure that means we can't go Disdained Affliction. Is Hunger of the Void even like an obtainable item? Angry Earth Dude. And then it has an upgrade recipe, and that's going to be like 3 chromatic seals. It's like, we make our gauntlet. It can only be 700 instead of 725. We could have this and Inferno, which effectively turns it into a Life Taker with 15% more damage. And then we have the Azoth Conductors, and like, this is the only thing that's kind of possible. Unless we just roll Apex Void Gauntlets and then shit ourselves when we hit like the 1 in a million chance. The truest heartbreaking irony is, look at my flail. Sure thing, game. So that means I don't even care about if it's an artifact or not, and then I should just have the Inferno artifact for the 15% damage, and then things get wild, because, okay, we have Void Damage Ring instead, and then I've also had this problem where I had Void Damage here, but then I was going over Empowerment Cap. Also, it means the Blood Drinker is only good at one thing. You can do that. You can have a damage-type Blood Drinker, but it means you can only commit to something for the rest of time. Keen Awareness means, I can just put my Blood Drinker on any build, and it's going to be pretty powerful. And then I've wasted coconuts and resources. I don't even know what's happening anymore. But either way, Void Damage without Ghoul's Harmony means we're going up like 30% damage, which is going to be crazy. If we had an Inferno artifact, that's going to be another 15%. And then we go for the Azoth Conductors, that's going to be another 15%, and maybe we find extra damage in the medium equip load as well, so we can get like 60-70% more damage, and maybe the same amount of healing in the end. I'm still a lot of grinding and a lot of work away from a game that everyone sucks at, but maybe things get a little better. Maybe because of the mutations and the seasonal events that are coming up, people can do Mutator 3s and get some rewards. Because of the damage Gorgon Eyes, maybe people are just running Echidna every day. That's like maybe Echidna Typhon. You do that, you get your damage Gorgon Eyes, you slowly grind up, and then you don't have to commit to entire Gorgon runs, and you can do that every day, and maybe I just sneak my Azoth Conductors at some point. I also want to do Mutation 3 Qs. So I've got videos, I've got content, I've got goals. My motivation, though, is pretty low, because it seems like the devs don't care about you if you're not in a sweat guild running all finishers, speed running, in-game content. They gave normal people nothing in this update. And then I was hoping that this Void Gauntlet would be good, and when I first saw it, I was like, this isn't going to be good. Like, the Mending Rupture is a terrible passive. What am I supposed to do with this? But at least I've got videos, at least I've got things to do. There's a good amount of work. Like, with this update, I can put effort and work into the game to do things, and maybe the update does make it to where the player base catches up a little bit more, even though it's been months and people can still barely function in the game. So we'll see how all of this fun stuff plays out, and maybe it comes together in a really nice way. So I can do things. We got a couple video ideas, we got a couple grinds, and I can just kind of hang out and go for it. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.